All right, let's continue with some more examples of things we learned in the last few videos about summation. So let's just try to do some examples of things. Let's do the sum from I equals 4 to 11 of 3i squared minus 21i plus, now let's make that minus 10. All right. So yeah, we probably don't want to do each individual thing here. This would be ridiculous. Let's split this up. I think this is actually going to be negative, so let's make this a plus. All right, first things first, let's split off the constant part. Let's actually split everything up. That would make things significantly easier. So we have the sum from I is 4 to 11 of 3i squared minus the sum from 4 to 11 of 21i plus the sum from 4 to 11. Remember that this is not just the number 10 hanging around, it's actually a sum from 4 to 11 of 10s. So we're going to have to figure out exactly what that is and is not clear here. Let's actually deal with that one first, though. Okay. So the actual number of terms here, if you remember, is 11 minus 4 plus 1 for the starting number. In other words, 7 plus 1 or 8 is the actual number of tens that we're adding together. So this part is just 8 times 10. Another way that you might be able to get here, if you remember other things about what we did, is this is the same as the sum from 1 to 11 of 10 minus the sum from 1 to what of 10. What would we have to take away in order to just get from 4 to 11? Well, we would have to take away 1, 2, and 3. So as you can see, this is 11 times 10 minus 3 times 10. In other words, 8 times 10. Okay, so all of this is just 80. Well, that was simple. Ish. Okay, what else can we do here? Well, first, I would bring out any constants out front. That's another rule we learned. Constant here, bring that out front. And so what we'd get is 3 times sigma I equals 4 to 11 of I squared minus 21 sigma I equals 4 to 11 of I plus 80. Now, and you may have noticed this already, I even brought out the constant of -1 every single time. We can put that as a plus and then the sum of -21. I'm just doing the way we've done it, and so it's just one step of just splitting up. If it's a minus, bring down a minus. If it's a plus, bring down a plus. Okay, now we still have to do this this same trick on both of these two pieces. So let's get started on that. So 3. Let's actually make this a different color to make it a little bit more obvious. We're doing this part now. I'm actually going to do this off to the side, running out of space. We have 3 times the sum from I equals 1 to 11 of I squared minus, oops, nope. It's still 3 times this, minus the sum from I equals 1 to 3 of I squared. Okay, what is that equal to? That's equal to 3 times, and do you remember the I squared rule? For I squared, you have n plus 1, 2n plus 1, that's the weird one, all over 6. Okay, so we have, in this case, n is 11. So we have 11 times 12, that's 11 plus 1, times 22 plus 1, which is 23, over 6. That is very hard to read. All over 6. Okay. So that just reduces to a 2. That's nice. Minus, what is this part? Well, 3 times 4 times 6 plus 1, which is 7. Okay, not going to have enough space there. Minus 3 times 4 times 7 all over 6. Now this is just 12, so that also simplifies to a 2. Okay, let's actually calculate that out. We have 3 times 22 times 23. Calculator work, 506. Minus 2 times 7 is 14. So take away 14, multiply by 3, and you get, oops, that is 14 parentheses. Okay, and you get 1476. Not quite Columbus, but close. Okay, so that's this number. 1476. And then we are going to do another color. Let's do more of this color, darker. Okay, minus, now this part we have to do as well. Gonna give myself some space here. Oh boy, okay, so that's what we're still doing here, 2n plus 1. But we're just doing it with different numbers. So, and there's a plus 80 right here. Okay, this part right here, we have negative 21. Well, I mean, we're gonna be subtracting whatever we get, so it's fine. 21 times the sum from I equals 1 to 11 of, I this time, minus sum I equals 1, 3 of I. So in fact, for just I, this is the simpler version of just a 2. That's the Gauss one that we went over. Okay, so we have 21, 11 times 12 over 2 minus 3 times 4 over 2. Okay, which is 21. This is a 6, and this is a 2. Times 66 minus 6, in other words, just 60. So we have 21 times 60, which is 1260. That's a nice large number. Okay, so then what we get is we have to actually subtract these things. 1476 minus 1260 plus 80. I could have kept it minus 80. It's fine. And the final answer is 276. Now that seems like a small number for all that work, but you really wouldn't have wanted to do all these. I don't think. This is just good practice, though, for all the different rules that we've learned. So there's that rule, or that example. Let's go on to another one.